What is happening with Shiba Inu? Let's get into it. We've seen 1.2 trillion SHIB in the last 24 hours. We need to talk about that. Bitcoin at 58,000 and some change. So very interesting day in weekend, I should say, for crypto. I want to get into this conversation about SHIB. So if you haven't done so, make sure you all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button and let's talk some crypto. All right. So before we do, make sure you guys all remember not financial advice. Always do your research and due diligence. But within recent price movements, okay, Shiba Inu, excuse me, I was just trading some Dogecoin earlier, so it's fresh on my mind. But this is going to be a SHIB video, obviously not partial to either. We do talk about both, so forgive me for that. But more than 1.2 trillion Shiba tokens have been exchanged in the past day. We are still in this downward trend below the moving averages. You can see it right here with this graphic. And now we are looking at this kind of huge amount of transactions that, as we continue this descending channel, you have to understand that within this resistance and how the 200, 150 EMAs are all continuing to show a lot of selling pressure across the board. Now, within this really amounts to being a very bearish kind of narrative, but within the fact that SHIB's price below these moving averages are continuing to create lower highs and lower lows, that's also going to back up the narrative that this is a downtrend that we are continuing on. All right, we can dive into kind of where we're at in CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 48. But like I said earlier, Bitcoin, depending on what exchange you look at it from, 59,000 for BTC here on CoinMarketCap. But if we look at the crypto bubbles, you can see it's at 50. It's about 58.7 as we're currently recording. So this is a very doom and gloom time period for not just SHIB, but all the altcoins, meme coins, and the mothership Bitcoin itself. So according to the on-chain data, like I said, I'm going to reiterate, Shiba Inu remains to be very bearish, but within this substantial movement we're seeing into the red, we've had transactions that amounted to $184 million over the last week. But a lot of the signals still pointing that this is very, very bearish. Okay, we've seen a lot of price invalidations, and there's really no room or way that's being paved for SHIB to see a substantial recovery within the market that as we stand right here, right now. So that's kind of what we have. We've seen 1.2 trillion SHIB exchanged in just 24 hours time. But alongside of that, that does not necessarily mean that that was 1.2 trillion that were bought. Okay, that also can indicate that 1.2 were liquidated. So that's kind of where you couple that alongside the narrative within this descending channel below the 200, 150 EMAs, and couple that with some of the the fact that we continue to make lower lows and lower highs. That's really going to amount to a lot of selling pressure and bearish demand. So that's where we have. That's kind of the narrative surrounding Shiba Inu. I know it's not a good day to be reporting on SHIB, but it's just the facts. So it's not intended to be fun. I wish SHIB would go to $1. Hell, I wish SHIB would go to $10. I don't care how high it goes. Obviously, it's a lot easier making crypto content when the market's doing well, when the market's pumping, but that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to give you the news, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Very try to be unbiased in that regard. Even with some of the sponsored content that I do share, I give you guys my honest and true approach. So appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Just want to give you guys the facts here as we conclude the weekend. Thanks for watching. Subscribe down below. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.